Let's go.
G'day guys, and welcome to Reconnecting to Party, episode 13. I'm your host, TheJDClan, and with us today we have our, as usual, we have our co-founder, Mr. Middle513. How you going, Middle?
How we doing?
Yeah. Actually, this week you know how I always leave Mako till last? I'm not even going to mention him this week, except I just screwed that up because I'm mentioning him now. But he's dead this week. He fell down a hole. So I'm going to jump straight on to the next person. We have our resident female gamer joining us this week. She's been away for a while, but hello, Candlet.
Hiya.
Yay. So instead of the ugly Mako, we've got the stunning Candlet. So I think it's a good trade-off. We also have Dexterous over there in the blue corner.
Sup?
Believe that I'm more attracted to Candace than I am Mako. Anyway, and finally we have Big Dan. How you going, Dan?
Not too bad, thanks.
Well, I just saw some Call of Duty. What do you got going on there, Dex?
Call of Duty.
That's crazy.
No way.
Seemed at that.
Wow,
That's cool.
that's running so
streaming
much
during-
better than when Mac was doing it.
Yeah, that's nuts. It's like real
It's because
time.
it's Elgato, Jace.
No,
Boom.
it's
How do you
running
change
like
Because it's not
pixelated
Mac's
to me.
computer.
How do
Yeah.
you change what's displayed?
I know
That
you need
settings
the
thing up
Elgato
there.
thing. Anyway, so oh look, he's playing that Magma map. I haven't played that yet.
Neither. Right.
Anyway,
So I'll just leave it on that
Yeah.
while we talk.
yep. Okay, so what have we all been doing this week in game? Somebody answer me.
Yes.
I touched on Warframe again.
What?
Ooh. That's nuts. What did you do? How much did you play?
Continue.
Not much. Not much at all. They've like added stuff, but I don't know what any of it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit worried when I go back to it. I'm not gonna know anything about the game anymore.
I don't feel like I want to play it until I get it on PS4.
I'm gonna, as soon as my computer's built, I'm gonna go back and make those videos that I've been promising. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
relearn the game.
Yeah, but see, our information might be a bit like old.
No, that's why we go and play it a bit first and then make the videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get Snowy to help us.
And we'll get Big Dan to help us too, because he's collected a
Dan.
few of them.
Has he been playing?
Well,
You can
I
start
need to
playing it.
re-download that actually.
Oh yeah, Daniel lost like his entire game library.
Yeah.
How'd you
wait,
do that?
why?
There was a Steam stuff up, and then they told me to like uninstall Steam and reinstall it.
Oh, I had that happen. I lost all my portal saves and stuff when I did that.
Yeah, I lost everything, and I had like, I don't know how much. I had lost 200 and something gigs of just games and saves and shit.
Yeah, it's freaking
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
All my
It was like-
Skyrim.
It said that
oh.
it lost my directory or something, and that I had to redo it, and then it was just gone.
Mine just didn't start up. Like I started up my computer, it just wouldn't start up. I click on Steam, it wouldn't start up. I clicked on a game, it wouldn't start. Nothing, no messages popped up or nothing.
That's retarded.
So they just said, look, just uninstall it and reinstall it and it'll work. I'm like, yeah, great, help you fuckheads.
Yeah, and there goes all your game saves.
Yeah,
You still got all your games though, don't you?
yeah, but I just
to
don't want to
re-download.
download like everything again.
That
Not
sucks. So what have you
with
been
your
doing this week,
limited net.
gaming-wise?
A lot of War Thunder and Tekkit. A lot of Tekkit.
Minecraft
Yeah, I heard you
ticket.
guys have been playing the Tekkit.
Fucking Daniel.
Yeah.
As opposed to any other tickets.
Yeah,
Classic
it's still-
Tekkit.
I don't know what
Classic
classic
Tekkit.
Tekkit is.
Oh, there's different types. We just played the
So what have you
classic.
been doing in this Tekkit? What is it? Tell me what it is, because you seem to be so proud of the fact that it's not Minecraft.
It is Minecraft. It's just
Highly
I've-
modded.
a lot of mods. Yeah, a lot of mods put together. I don't even know where to start on there. It's computers, machinery.
Yeah, true. You enlisted me the other day to help you build a nuclear reactor or something. Didn't get around to that.
Yeah,
Write the code
yeah.
for
Jake's
it.
gonna let me build one though.
Not
He
until
says
we
it's too
build
dangerous.
not until we build a fucking warehouse for it to go in, away from the main base. So if it blows up, it doesn't blow up everything.
But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to code a nuclear reactor. It doesn't sound that difficult.
Yeah, I just need you to code it so on
Well-
my screen it shows me the temperatures and so it adds water and shit when it needs it.
Yeah, easy,
That's-
easy. I can
yeah.
make you a ladder logic program.
Okay.
Jace, what about you? Middle? What have you been doing gamingly?
Pretty much the same. Just
Yeah?
lots of tech.
Without the
War Thunder.
Pretty much the reason we did it was
I'm getting a bit worried here because nobody's said that they've played Last of Us.
I did play Last of Us 2, but the
I
reason we
didn't
played
play
so
The
much
Last of Us.
Tekkit was I went to Perth on the weekend, up Friday, came back
Yeah.
Sunday, and I had Monday off.
Yeah.
So I was on and Dew was on and we were the only two on. We were like, what can we do? And I've just recently deleted all my Steam games because I'm going to be moving over to an SSD soon. And
Yep.
reinstalling Windows, so I got rid of everything. Dew's lost all his shit from that crash that we just heard about. So
Yep.
neither of us had any games. I think we both had Diablo.
You both have PlayStations.
Nah.
Yeah, his is no. Joe's usually on
His
that.
his PlayStation crashed as well, I suppose.
Mhm.
So we're like,
I'm
what can
sure
we
he did
play?
that update.
Better off.
So
You take it.
we're just like, oh. So he said something about Minecraft. I'm like, nah, I don't want to play Minecraft. He's like, get Tekkit, we'll try that out. So we started playing, and it's just like, I think we started at 11 a.m. and we got off at about 1 a.m. Like,
2
Oh, sick.
a.m. my
Just
time.
one steady 12, 13-hour session. I think I had a half an hour break for
Yeah.
tea. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's how gaming is meant to be done.
And you
And
lost
I
your mind when I showed you that mining turtle.
Oh, I went nuts. I was like, holy shit, how's it doing this? And then Macca came in at about the midway point, so he was on with us for like a 6-hour stretch as well. So it was nuts. Apart from that, yeah, I did some Last of Us and some COD just earlier tonight, but I played like 2 games of that
Nice.
and got bored straight away, so
Yeah, that's what COD does these days, isn't it?
it's very boring.
Oh man.
What about you?
I was struggling to stay awake. Look at this face. Oh. I had such an eventful week. I turned 21 and spent the day throwing up because I got sick. And then I had my 21st birthday, which is what you drove to Perth for, and that was really fun. We shredded it. And then yesterday I had 4 wisdom teeth taken out. So today I'm all drugged and tired and everything. So sorry if I'm not my usual energetic self, but I am missing my teeth and my mouth hurts. And
Yeah,
this is as far as I can open it.
That's your mouth crying out for your missing teeth.
Oh, give me my teeth. Yeah. But tomorrow, I've got to try and get an early night tonight because I'm going to drive to Esperance tomorrow and go visit Middle because he just visited me. Week in game, though, I touched Diablo a couple of times. That's all.
Mainly just
Didn't have
auction
time for
housing.
anything else. Yeah, I did like 2 key runs and auction house the rest of it. Didn't even do much auction house really. It was just a very non-gaming week for me. I had lots of other shit happening instead, so
You had a life.
unfortunately. Yeah, I also completely because I'm getting my stuff all ready for PC build, so I took my desk apart and like my thing and unplugged my PlayStation and stuff, so I actually couldn't play any PlayStation games because I moved everything around, and now I'm waiting for my new monitor to turn up till I can plug my PlayStation back in. So I actually can't play PS at the moment. Also, I'm
Oh.
going to take it down to Esperance so we can play the single player. Yeah,
Play the what?
play single player Last of Us.
Oh, down in Esperance. Haven't you finished that yet?
Yeah. No, because I wait till Candace is over to play it,
Oh, man.
and she's only been over like twice when we want to play video games. So
Might have to come borrow some of
Yeah.
my shit too.
what shit?
Some games.
Yeah, could do.
While you're down.
We'll probably spend, if you're cool with it, we'll probably spend a while visiting you and stuff. Yeah, when you're not at work and stuff.
Which is like every
Just
day.
invite ourselves over.
Anyway.
I mean, like at night. I want to go see Man of Steel, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, let's watch that then.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Wait, we haven't asked Dex yet.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Ask the
Pretty much
COD player.
this,
Pretty much what he's
this
doing.
Minecraft Battlefield.
This.
Not Minecraft with me, bitch. Oh, I've been craving the Battlefield. I just can't be fucked on the updates and buying every map pack after car cans.
Dex,
Oh,
Dex, you had like your microphone like on the edge of your jaw, and I thought I thought you had suddenly grown a beard. I
Well,
was
you
like,
know,
this isn't right.
you know what? You know what present I got for my 21st from one of my families that I never see, like my cousins from overseas.
what?
Basing this on many of our previous podcast discussions, they got me an electric razor, an electric shaver
Oh, wow.
for this bad boy.
So like,
So I
obviously they
think
haven't
Maka would have
seen you
loved
in a
that.
while.
Yeah, Maka would have loved that. He'd be like, "What the fuck you use that for?" Because he loves ripping on my beard.
Oh, I could actually
No.
do with that, actually. Could I have it, please?
Friend
It's actually-
request! Sorry.
Oh, grats, man. Your camera's in the way. We didn't get to see who it was from.
Alright, I'll move the camera down. Where should I move it to?
Bottom right.
Bottom left.
I'll move it right here?
Yeah, that's
No.
good. Yeah. No, it's actually pretty handy. I mean, I do have beard. It's not big, and I like to keep it clean shaven, and this is really good at giving a clean shave. But it's just funny. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah.
You also had quite an adventure switching your headsets.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If everyone can see, I've got a new headset. Which took us like 4 turns to get one that works. Shout out to Turtle Beach for having
3.
the most fucking. I'm gonna say 4 because I like a good story.
Actually, 2.
It was 10. Shout out to Turtle Beach for being consistently inconsistent.
What do you mean?
They're crap unless you get a good one.
But you only had one crap one.
They're crap unless
No,
you get
I've
a
had
good one.
2. I've had the PX21s break twice.
Oh yeah,
And
they
then
always break.
I had the Badge gave me Turtle Beach and they didn't work, and then Candace got me the ones and they didn't work, and then we replaced them and they didn't work, and then we finally got this one and it works. So
The PX5 works, they just don't work in the way that we want.
Oh, but the fucking no, like the Bluetooth is terrible anyway. Like,
It is,
it's
it's
really
shocking.
bad quality. So I'm gonna.
I don't
call
know,
them
they're so expensive and
didn't
they're
work.
like the worst headset they have for PlayStation.
Like, yeah,
If
I'll
anyone's thinking of getting a Turtle Beach headset, don't get the PX5s, they're shit.
get the PX21 or the
PX3,
PX3 and a what's it called?
DSS.
And a DSS. That's our setup, and it works brilliantly.
What's DSS?
It like
Digital
makes
surround sound or
simulated
Dolby
surround sound.
It pretty much
Oh,
is
right,
what
yeah.
the Astros and the PX5s and all those 7.1 surround sound headsets. The only ones that actually give you that surround sound is the Tritons, because they have like multiple
They have the
drivers
7
in
speakers.
each cup.
Yeah.
But that makes the sound quality really crappy because they're real little drivers. While if you get something like this or the
Hey,
Astros, they're
not
bigger
really.
drivers, so they have much better quality sound. But they're all virtual surround sound, and it's just
Dex, so
it's either this thing is a separate box that you can get, and you can plug any 3.5mm jack headphones into it, and it'll give it virtual surround sound, which is awesome because
It's
like,
really cool.
we bought that. You've gone through like 3 headsets, and each
and they've
one's been
always had virtual.
yeah, and they've been cheap because that's not built into the headset. It's just like a
Yeah, no, it's a definite recommendation. Here we go. We need to get sponsored by Turtle Beach.
Um,
That'd be pretty
speaking
cool
of
sponsor to have.
headsets, we'll use this to move into PS4 and Xbox One headset types.
Yep.
So if you didn't know, with the PS3, you're going to be able to plug your headset into the base of the controller, kind of like you do with the
PS4,
Xbox.
you mean?
Yeah, PS4, sorry. Kind of like you do with the 360 at the moment. But
Yep.
rather than being a stupid little jack, it's just a 3.5mm jack. So you'll be able to plug any headset into the bottom of the controllers. However, we're not sure if USB mics, Bluetooth or USB ones are supported. Because
Is the mic
Well,
going to
we-
go through that 3
Not
millimeter
that-
thing as
not
well?
that
Like,
far.
is it going to have those 3 lines on the thing? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there another port for the mic?
No, it's the mic and the headset in the one. Goes into the bottom of the controller. That's the thing. We don't know if it's going to be that or USB, like you can do, or Bluetooth, or if it's just only through that 3.5mm jack, and that's all you can do. I'm not sure how
That's
they're
why
going
There's
It's
to
definitely
working.
going to be,
Doing
they're
it.
definitely going to come out with like third-party adapters or something to bring Bluetooth to those.
Yeah,
What do
they
you-
already have them.
Bluetooth is in the system because the controllers work the same way as the PS3 ones at the moment. So they'll still have Bluetooth headsets. It's whether or not you can use your USB ones, which is what most of the PlayStation ones are now.
But Dex, they already have that for Xbox ones.
Yeah.
They have a little dongle that you can plug into your controller and use a Bluetooth headset. But I don't know why you would. Bluetooth is just crap for
Bluetooth is
sound
crap.
quality.
You're better off with infrared.
It's good for the controllers, but not for sound quality or anything.
Because it's, I don't know, maybe it's like uses less power than infrared.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because light
And it
light uses a lot
does-
of power.
Is that
And-
what Bluetooth is? Light.
No, infrared,
Infrared.
IR,
Oh, right.
which is your TV remotes
Just-
and your
Yeah.
360.
You wouldn't want
controllers.
infrared. As soon as you lose line of sight, you're screwed.
Yeah. Try gaming under a rug with your Xbox 360 controller.
Oh, dude, I play at a desk, right? Every time, like, I usually sit with my hands
Wait, are
under
they
the
infrared?
desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
every
didn't
time
know.
I sit with my hands under the desk, it, like, cuts out every now and then. It's so annoying.
I think that's one of the reasons the PS3 controllers last so much longer than the 360s.
Maybe.
Because, like,
I'm not, wait,
you
I'm
can't say
pretty
the
sure
battery in these is going to be
controllers use
huge.
Wi-Fi, actually.
The what? Do they use
The
Wi-Fi?
360. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they also used to cut out with my laptop before I went Ethernet.
Maybe they just use...
thought
Maybe
they
they just use
used Wi-Fi.
radio frequency.
Because they work with computers as well, don't they? Or does that have to be plugged in when they do that?
You have to get...
What?
You have to get
They
special
work with
things for them to
PCs.
plug in.
Yeah. You have to get, there's play and charge kits. There's like something like that just to change that plug thing to the USB.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so
Cool.
we don't know. And the Xbox One... Don't know. No idea. Probably just... Probably USBs.
Yeah.
But as to whether
that's
they
pretty cool.
allow, like... Sony does just allow any, or if they, like, limited to just Xbox branded shit, which, Xbox is pretty good at doing. Alright. Talking about Xbox. Does everyone know who Don Matrick is?
Nope.
Oh, here we go.
Don Matrick
Yeah.
is a guy
Candle,
who...
do you know who Don Matrick is?
No idea.
Juju?
Do you know who Don Matrick is?
Nope.
Alright.
Just
He used to
getting
be some programmer or something back in the 90s.
He head
And
of
then
the,
he,
oh,
then he
yes, sorry.
became EA. He joined EA and helped them bring Need for Speed and things like that up into their current awesome condition.
Yep.
I think he was
Sounds
there
like
during the
awesome.
Underground stage when Need for Speed Underground was coming out. Anyway, he became the head of Microsoft. I'm not sure how long ago. Like the Xbox head of Xbox.
Interactive division.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's a really smart guy. Like went to uni when he was 16 and yeah, he's a pretty smart dude. Anyway, so he's pretty much been running the show at Xbox for all through the 360, and now he has left.
Aw.
He's
Where's he going?
He's now the CEO of Zynga.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
Now this is the
What's
guy
Zinger?
Zynga.
Is that a
They're the ones who
is
made
that a burger from Hungry Jack's?
Farmville.
Farmville.
Oh right,
Ah,
poker.
yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones
I've always
that
pronounced that
they're the
Zinger.
ones that always buy out studios after the studio has a one-hit wonder, and then are wondering why they're going bankrupt because they're buying a studio that had like a lucky break, buying them and expecting them to do it again, and they just don't. So anyway, they've got Don Matrick. They brought him in. Don Matrick's the one who did that. Was all the controversy was around him with the whole. If you don't have internet connection, we've got an Xbox for you. It's called the Xbox 360. That was him.
That was him?
So he was really slipping in E3, but he'd been talking to Zynga, apparently, according to this article, back in April. So he'd already planned on leaving before
How
E3.
do you guys pronounce it? Does everyone else say Zinger?
I
Or am
say
the-
Singer.
I say Zynga.
Zinga. Zinga.
Zynga.
Alright, let's
I don't know who you're
be
talking
unanimous
about.
here that Jace is wrong. Pronounce it Zynga from now on.
Zynga. Alright, it's Zynga. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah.
I'm just wondering if I was.
He's now the CEO of that. So he's left Xbox. They haven't replaced him yet. The actual head of Microsoft is like he's going to
Bill
take on the
Gates.
responsibilities. No, I don't think he runs Microsoft anymore.
Yeah.
I think he just kind
Shows
of
how-
like rapes in the money and just goes around giving it to people. Bill Gates is pretty
I
cool.
haven't met Bill Gates yet. But
Um,
when I do, I'll be a millionaire.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Don Matrick's gone, which is like, well, is this a good thing or a bad thing with the whole Xbox One coming up? Is he like the company's gonna go gone, so I'm gonna piss off now?
Xbox done.
Yeah. So
I doubt it.
no, I think he just
That's actually a website if you know.
he said he wanted a
Xbox
new
done.
challenge. You know, he'd worked with EA
It-
and brought them good. He's worked with
Doesn't it
Microsoft and got
redirect
them
to
well.
PlayStation?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice sunnies.
Thanks.
I think
That's
he was
good.
like going to sleep behind them.
Yeah, my bad.
Who's got? Does anyone have PlayStation Plus?
I did.
Nope.
Oh, it's a pretty good time to have it. The July PlayStation Plus free titles, so free for the month, includes Battlefield 3,
Well,
Oddworld, Monsters
Payday the
Odyssey,
highest.
Dokuro on the Vita, Metal Slug XX, whatever the fuck that is,
I love Metal Slug.
and Jet Set Radio.
Didn't
I
it
only
come with
remember the
Payday the
arcade
highest as well?
version.
Isn't I thought Battlefield 3 is coming out on the Xbox as well?
What?
The,
Battlefield 3.
Yeah, it's coming out
No,
for
that
free
was
on-
that
on
was a mistake.
Xbox.
No,
Livewire or something.
it's an arcade game's coming out for the Xbox. It's so stupid.
No,
Well, it's not Battlefield 3.
No.
I think
'Cause I
What,
thought-
what were they getting? I think they're getting
Yeah,
like
everyone
Assassin's
thought that.
Creed or
That's why.
something.
That's why. Our gaming was really pissed off when they heard it was some shitty arcade game. So like,
Huh.
because Major Nelson said something. He's like, "Why did you think it was Battlefield 3 and Halo 3?" And then it goes back to that the reveal of the Xbox One, and the dude's like, "To kick off the program, first two games are gonna be Halo 3 and Battlefield 3, something like that."
I think they've got
So everyone
Assassin's
thought-
Creed, one of the Assassin's Creed in there this month, I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. Anyway, Titanfall. So, with E3, there's awards that are given by editors and stuff, like IGN gives out awards, GameSpot gives out awards, blah blah blah. But then there's actually the Game Critic Awards, which is where a bunch of people are invited into to be the critics, and they have their own panel, the official E3 panel. So anyway, Titanfall went away with 6 of the awards, of the official awards, which is the highest amount of awards ever given to any game in a single E3.
What got it?
Titanfall.
Oh, well.
So it got Best of Show, it got Best Original Game, it got Best Console Game, Best PC Game, Best Action Game,
What? Is this
and
from
Best
just
Online
the demos
Multiplayer.
they've seen, or is this people playing it?
No, this is these are the people that were there. I'm not sure if they got to play it or not, but I think it's I don't know. It's just games that were shown at E3. So obviously, if like a preview trailer thing doesn't count. No, it didn't win. It just won it's won the most awards of any game ever. But there's all the different categories. So what else
That's funny
was
that
there?
it won Best PC Game and Best Console Game.
Yeah.
That's pretty rape.
But then every other site, like, people are not voting for that. Anyway, other ones included the best handheld mobile game was Tearaway by Media Molecule for the PS Vita, which are the people that made Little Big Planet. The best action adventure game went to Watch Dogs. Best role-playing game went to Elder Scrolls Online. Best racing game went to Need for Speed Rivals. Best sports game, don't care. Best strategy game, Total War Rome 2. Best social casual game,
Rome Total War.
Total
2.
War Rome 2.
What?
Total War
Okay.
Rome 2.
I always thought it was Rome Total War.
I don't even know there. There's too many Total Wars. They need a new name. Anyway,
Alright.
the best social casual game was Fantasia Music Evolved, and the best downloadable game was Transistor.
It's Transistor.
It's
It's a
the
downloadable game.
yeah, it's an indie game by the people who made Bastion, and it's coming
Oh,
for the
Bastion was good.
it's coming out on the PC and
Very nice. Has
PS4.
anyone here played Bastion?
No,
Nope.
is it good?
heard nothing but good things about it.
Same.
But no, I haven't played it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we had a win. A few weeks ago, I linked all the JDClan members a petition, if you remember it.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
Mad Max?
I signed that.
Yep.
Yep.
Mad Max will have an Aussie protagonist after all. We've won. The petition went through,
Yeah, I
and
can't actually believe.
and
it
they're
worked.
yeah. The only issue is they said, attention
An Aussie
fans,
accent.
Max is going to have an Aussie accent. Does that mean a American putting
I
on the
bet. I
accent?
think it's an American putting on the accent. I bet it is.
Which I like most of the accents. I've only heard one, I think, ever that sounded alright. All the rest kind of sound like a mixture of British, South African, and Kiwi.
They always
They-
sound British when they try and do Aussie.
They never Aussie. It's so annoying.
But I mean, at least it's not going to be an American accent.
I don't get
It's still a win.
I'm too young for this. Why did you guys want an Aussie for Mad Max?
Mad
Mad
Max
Max is like an
was like-
Aussie icon.
was like probably the first, and probably still the biggest like Hollywood movie hit from Australia ever. It's set in Australia, filmed in Australia, starring an Aussie actor who's gone on to become he's not one of the biggest actors, but he's gone on to become a director / producer, and he's done some really decent movies like Braveheart. So it was just this, it was just one of our most proud theatrical.
Yeah, it's just like it's
thing.
an Aussie icon type thing. It's iconically an Australian thing, and then they were going to bring out a game about it and have an American.
And it most probably would
voice
have been
acting it.
Nolan North or Troy Baker.
So
Yeah.
like you're saying he's sort of like imagining Steve Irwin with an American accent.
Yeah.
It's like doing a game about Steve Irwin and having
Just-
him be American.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of.
For some reason, when you guys talking about British accents and stuff, I just pictured I imagine a guy going like, "Alrighty, lads," something like that.
Which is then
pretty
I
much what they
pictured
do.
Dom. We've got Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry
speaking
Potter.
haven't heard from
Harry
Dom in
Potter.
years.
Yeah, where's Dom?
I don't know. I think he died.
I think he got scared after that.
Yeah, haven't heard from
Conversation.
him since we got him to say Harry Potter.
Yeah. But yeah, so made by Avalanche Studios, who are the makers of the Just Cause series, which was a pretty sick game. So looking forward
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, that's cool because we filled out the petition for that and
Yeah.
it got recognised.
I think I was
Like, we
in
made a
one,
difference.
I was within the first 50 to fill that out. You guys would have been within probably the
I
first
was-
100.
I was like right after you. I like your name was there, then I was like 2 names afterwards.
Yeah, so we were in like top 50. I wonder how many you signed
Yeah.
it
And I
in the
missed
end.
it.
Anyway, moving on.
Was it that petition that won it?
Oh,
That's crazy.
they don't tell you why. It's probably that, and like everyone, like apparently even like
Probably really
Americans were
multiple
complaining.
positions.
It wasn't just us
No.
Aussies. It was Americans were like, "What the fuck? Come on, it's got to be an Aussie." Anyway,
Hmm.
Ubisoft, they've issued a security warning. They've been hacked. Their Uplay service
I
has
got
been
it in my
hacked.
email.
Oh yeah, I got an email from them. I got to
So
change my password.
they recommend
apparently.
changing your passwords. Yeah.
That can be fucked. I never used Ubisoft anyway.
It's account play, so it only affects you on the PC. And
Hmm.
I don't. Yeah, I think the only game I've got from them.
And I'm pretty sure I have a
is,
different
like,
password
Dust.
for that than everything else.
So yeah, change
Yeah,
your
so what
passwords
happened?
if
They
you
just
had.
got-
They just got
got
hacked, just like everyone else is getting hacked these days.
Watch Dogs hacked them.
Hmm.
All right, GTA 5 will have a mandatory 8 GB install. So it will require
pretty
an
big.
additional hard drive purchase for some Xbox 360 owners, namely those
Wait,
that
they
get
don't
the
have an
arcade.
8 gig.
The Xbox
360?
arcades come with like a 4 GB flash drive or something. And
But
then
what did you
Terrible.
say we need a full install?
GTA 5.
GTA 5.
Oh, right.
So it's an 8 GB install, and you can get the arcades, which I think come with only 4 GB of
That's
hard drive.
hilarious. Who would get that? Is that
People
People
who
who
wanna
play
save-
arcade games.
Who want to save like
I got enough
$150
space on mine.
or $100 or
Well,
whatever it
then-
is? You can always just
People
buy a
who-
hard drive for it afterwards. Like,
Cause the,
Not really though. Microsoft have like a lot of third-party restrictions. Like for the 360 alone, you had to do some like formatting shit and put some other ridiculous crap on some third-party hard drive to make it work on 360.
What's with the How do the two new boxes work? Because I remember the old Xbox had that stupid button latch on top hard drive,
I think it's
but the Slims don't seem to
it's
have
on one of
that.
the fans. It's under one of the top great things.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
think.
right. One of the fans on the old Slim was like held plastically and came off easy. Yeah, I don't know about the new one. No one gives a shit about the new one. It's
No
shit.
idea.
So yeah,
The new
more.
one's like fat slim. It's not even a slim.
It's ugly too. It's just like
Yeah.
it looks more like the old one, but like a really shitty looking
Like
black.
the design of the new one, but like the the box of the old one.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition is finally available for PC. It's only been out on consoles for like 2 years or something. So if you're a PC gamer, enjoy. Natural Selection. Have we heard of this game before? Actually, I want us to play this so bad, but I keep forgetting about it. Natural
Which one?
Selection is a first-person
Oh.
shooter slash RTS. So you have one
sounds cool.
commander who controls everything like an RTS style and tells you where to go, and you are the grunts on the ground, and you
That'll be
actually do
sick.
it.
We'll
And
get
it's
Keith
you.
to control us.
It's you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was you
Get
versus
Jackson.
aliens. You can be Marines with just normal guns, or you can be aliens. And the way that aliens work is you start off as a grunt, and by getting killed, you evolve up to the next stage and get higher and higher and higher. And it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And it is.
Oh,
They
yeah.
say like you could be the best ground team, but if you don't have a commander that can do any good, you're gonna get swamped.
Got a collat.
And if you
What platform is this on?
PC, I think it's through Steam.
Oh yeah.
It's called Natural Selection 2. Anyway, Natural Selection 2's female character is coming in September in a free update. So
Wee.
they finally get a
Bags.
female character. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
bags. I
we
want
should
the female
probably check this
character.
game out.
Is it available now?
Yeah, it's been available for ages,
Is it free?
but it's no,
Of course, that's your
Damn it.
first question.
but
Is it
it's
free.
cheap and it looks decent.
I can't afford them.
We'll check it
Jason will
out.
buy it for you.
Yeah, probably. You fuckers.
Yeah, no, that sounds check-outable.
Check
I'll
out
be looking for games to play on my new PC when I get it.
Yeah.
My laptop is just shitting itself at the moment, so I can't check it out at the moment.
Have any of you guys heard about the grief system on the new Xbox One? It's
Nope.
actually a really cool looking system. So, Xbox One has a reputation system. So it's not just based on multiplayer games or something. I don't know how it works. But anyway, so you go into a multiplayer match on COD, and you are on your mic blasting
And you
music
swear
at
at
people,
someone.
or you swear at someone, or you corner them in the corner of. You don't even have to be talking through the mic. You can just corner someone in a multiplayer map. They can report
Yep.
you. Now it's not a report as in, oh, you're going to get banned by Microsoft. It just puts a bad mark against your name.
Yeah.
And so people report you, and that gives you a reputation, and that can be done for lots of different things. So the idea is that people's reputation levels will influence matchmaking. So
Oh.
if you're someone who's got a really good reputation that's never been reported, you won't ever be put in games with like 12-year-old kids who everyone reports because their voice is annoying as
I
shit.
see a problem with that.
Yeah,
Well,
people would
false
just start.
report.
Will
Ha-
people just report you for like having a high
Yeah,
pitch?
but
Yeah,
but
earlier today I got hate messages just because I was poning some guy in COD. What if he like gave me a
Yeah.
bad report?
yeah, but they're saying that
And there'll be
it's
people that
not
see you
it's
with a
not just
slightly bad
it's
one
not
and
as
just wanna
simply
bring
as
you
just
down.
reporting someone. It can't be tampered by a group of people conspiring to lower one user's reputation. Actions like being blocked or avoided will over time sink you further into the pit. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so they've pretty much got a system so it's not just other people reporting you. It's a really weird system how they're doing it. But essentially, even if you're in a match against a team of 32 people and all 32 of those people report you, it's not going to affect your standing that much. And you can't just spam report someone. You're
Well,
like,
what
Yeah.
if those 32 people actually have something to report you for though.
Well, yeah,
It
it'll
will have
affect you,
an
but
effect.
it's an overtime
But
thing.
how does it know?
It's an overtime thing. So, like, if you get reported and you don't deserve it, whoop de shit. It's not going to do much. But if you're a dickhead and every game you go into you're a dickhead, people are going to report you, and over a course of like 2 weeks, your standing's going to go down. So you'll slowly go down. And then if you stop, you start getting put in games with all these other dickheads, and you start getting really annoyed with them, then you stop being like that, and they all get reported by you and everyone else who stops, so they move even further down the ladder. But I remember hearing them talk about this at E3, and it's not just a simple reporting thing. There's like other stuff within the game that recognizes what you do, and I don't know. It's really complicated.
Is
But
this just for Call of Duty or just?
no,
like
it's just
everything?
Xbox One. It's just everything.
Okay.
So you can be the biggest douchebag in Call of Duty just because you're in Call of Duty and you find that game a game that you have to act like a douchebag in, and then you go and jump on another game like say FIFA, where you're really serious about that and you really enjoy it, and that reputation from Call of Duty is going to cross over into FIFA. So in other words, it's
You got to be nice to everyone.
yeah, you can't just jump into games and start bad mouthing people just because you're anonymous. It has an effect on your standing now, so that's good. Oh, here's one. Everyone knows about RuneScape.
Yeah. What about the existence of it, or something happened to it?
RuneScape leaps into a new age on July the 22nd with RuneScape 3. So
Oh.
it's
There was a RuneScape 2.
Yeah, I didn't know.
RuneScape.
It was just RuneScape.
RuneScape 2 came before you started playing, Jimmy.
I thought it was RuneScape.
After a RuneScape takes over, it becomes the main one, and the old one goes like it used to be RuneScape and RuneScape 2. Then RuneScape became the main one, and the old RuneScape went to RuneScape Classic.
Ah.
So anyway, new
So that one's
RuneScape
gonna go
3
RuneScape
is
Classic
going
Classic?
to be no RuneScape. There's RuneScape Classic, and now before they brought out RuneScape 3, they brought out RuneScape Evolution of Combat (EOC), which changed the way the game runs to make it more similar to all the other MMOs with a hotbar and cooldown skills and stuff like that. And a lot of people didn't like that, so they actually brought back RuneScape 07, which was the exact game code from 2007. So they've now got RuneScape Classic. They've also got RuneScape 07 servers for those who want to play that. And I think RuneScape EOC at the moment will just evolve into RuneScape 3. So anyway, RuneScape 3 will be running on HTML5, which is going to give it a massive increase in graphical performance and stability and things like that. And it's not just a change in graphics and audio and stuff like that either. They're actually changing the story. So this is actually where they say new age. It's actually you move into the sixth age in the game. So the three major gods, Zamorak, Guthix, and Saradomin, come back to Gillen or whatever the hell the place is called. And it's going to be a player controlled world. So I think they said every week or every month or something like that, the world changes with what players have done in that month. I'm not sure how it works. They haven't really released much info on it. But yeah, so it's got a new intro, it's got a new storyline, it's really changed. So maybe they will keep the old RuneScape around as a separate game. Or maybe they'll just move into this. But yeah, interesting. RuneScape 3 comes out on July 22nd. And this is actually my favourite piece of news for the week. I actually got this about 4 o'clock this afternoon. There is a new monster machine with thorium, which is an element. A thorium reactor has the power of a Norse god. Essentially, thorium is a unstable element.
Is this still in RuneScape?
No. This is real life.
Oh, okay.
I was about to ask that as
So
well.
thorium is an unstable element that is extremely abundant, but very spread out. in
Like
the.
one- I've
Is
never
it
heard of
called
it.
thorium like
So it's
Thor?
abundant, but not abundant.
Yeah, it's thorium based off Thor. I don't know where the name and
How
how.
have I never heard of it? Is it a brand new element?
No,
Synthetic.
no.
Yeah,
It's
Tony
been around
Stark
for
made it.
ages.
Well, I've never heard of it.
I think it's in that separate section down the bottom. I don't know.
There's no TH down there.
Anyway, all I
Alright.
know is that thorium can combine with plutonium, which is the byproduct of a nuclear reactor. So when you
Yep.
use fission in a nuclear reactor, your byproduct is plutonium, this radioactive shit, and you have to ditch it somewhere. So our genius plan has been to, and by our I mean the world's genius plan has been to stick it in a
Bury
hole
it.
in the ground. Yeah. Anyway, so thorium can combine with the uranium or the plutonium, and react, and gets rid of the plutonium.
But what does it produce?
Produces a thorium isotope, which is still radioactive, but way less radioactive, way more stable. So it doesn't need to be
Okay,
buried in the
question.
ground, and it doesn't.
What does this have to do with gaming?
It's not. This is
Just
gadget news,
news.
bro. This is good news.
Oh.
So pretty much,
It's awesome news.
What's its half-life?
they don't say. So what they have to do is they have to mix a ceramic thorium oxide, which they make by getting it out of the ground somehow, with plutonium oxide, which is nuclear waste, at a 90 to 10 ratio to create thorium MOX, or mixed oxide. The thorium oxide acts as a matrix that holds the plutonium in place as it's used up. Thorium MOX can be formed into rods and used in current generation nuclear reactor with minimal retrofitting, so they don't have to change anything to get this to work with it, or very little. It has a higher thermal conductivity and melting point than uranium, which means it can operate at a lower and safer internal pellet temperature with less chance of a meltdown, fewer fission gas emissions, and extended fuel cycles. The biggest part about this isn't the fact that we're getting rid of the plutonium, it's the fact that we're using the byproduct of what we've been doing for the last 50 or so years, reusing that to then power these things again.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it's using a byproduct to now power the nuclear power plants again, resulting
So
in
basically-
even more energy and
It's like a
less.
circular process.
It's like
Spent fuel as fuel.
Yeah, so we're using spent fuel as fuel, and then the byproduct of that is less environmentally damaging fuel. But
That's cool.
what they're doing is they're doing a small scale test, so they're going to set up a prototype reactor that will power a small paper mill in a town somewhere in Norway. So for the next, it's only a small power thing. That's why they're doing it. They're going to run it for the next 5 years, and if it proves commercially viable during that test, nuclear power plants
Then
might
it'll be good.
become awesome.
Yay! We're probably going to get nuclear power plants in WA sometime soon.
I thought they came in and then got rid of them again.
Lots of people rage about them, but I reckon it's going to happen sometime soon.
I hope it happens. Fuck.
Mm.
Power's expensive enough already.
It's really not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. You know, there was where did I read? There's like a university somewhere that's got its own, like the students are running their own fusion reactor, like at the
fission.
university. Yeah, fission.
Nice. What I want
Can't
them to do
remember.
is figure out fusion already.
Mm.
Fusion.
Fusion would be awesome.
So
Yeah.
was that our gadget? Was that our gaming and gadget news?
Well, that was my gadget news. I just
Oh.
read
Dex, you have
that
gadget
and I was
news?
hell excited, so I thought I'd
Kind
better
of.
share it.
What's going crackle? Who's hearing that?
I'm hearing
Yeah, I'm
that.
hearing that.
I'm hearing it.
Dew, you're crackling.
Am I crackling?
Apparently.
You're good now.
Everyone. Yeah, Dex, tell us your gadget news.
So we all know how well the PS4 is selling on Amazon, right? In like all the different
We do.
countries' version, yeah. It's full, pretty much #1, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, they pretty much sold out of it, didn't they?
Yeah, the Ouya actually beat the Xbox One. It's pretty funny. Ouya's like number 4 or something, number 3. It's below Last of Us, I know. And Xbox One is either number 12th or 17th. It's
That's
pretty funny though.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Trash.
I
How did the
heard
Ouya beat it?
I heard
I
from
got
one
no
of
idea.
the
There's a Canadian Amazon there. But yeah.
I heard one of the editors at Kotaku picked up a Ouya, or got sent an Ouya, sorry, and he left it in the box for 3 days because he didn't feel like playing it. Then he finally managed to pull it out of the box and put it into his backpack and take it to work, and it stayed in his backpack for 2 days. And then he finally decided, oh fuck it, I better actually take this thing out and do a review on it or something. So he took it out and had a go with it, and he is really not liking it. Apparently, well, because it's an Android-based thing, most of the games for it are based or created for touch. So the controls are not very good. He had 2 controls turned on and went into a game, and the 2 sticks from one of the controls worked, and you had to use the buttons from the other controller. So like it split up the control into the 2 different things.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
That could be fun to play with.
Yeah, so he didn't know if it was a bug or if it was an actual planned thing. There's lots of issues with the games not working properly, and yeah, it's just
Have you seen that dubstep game? It looks really cool.
yeah, the weird
That's on
dubstep
the
gun
Ouya.
thing.
Yeah, it looks sick. It looks really difficult, but sick.
So yeah, so far the Ouya. His biggest criticism of the Ouya is that it's trying to take on the consoles, but missing the major point of being a console. So, like
Which is
we've
having
talked
good
about this before. The biggest reason for getting a console over a PC is because you can just get your game, you just put it in, you play it. You don't have to worry about if your computer can run it. You don't have to worry about if your DirectX is compatible. You don't have to worry about graphics cards. You just, when you pick the game up, you put it in, it's going to work.
Yeah.
And that's why people get it. That and the fact that it's cheaper than a PC. Well, Ouya's got the cheap part covered. That's pretty decent, but it is really unstable, and lots of games just freeze. They don't give you any sort of information on how to get out of a game. So the way to get out of it,
or just like any game?
no, just like, oh, I want to play a different game. They don't actually tell you how to get out of it.
Do you turn it off?
Well, it's not.
You-
It's
you-
not simple.
No, you have to double tap the Ouya button, which I'm guessing is roughly the same position as the PS button.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to double tap that, and that's how you exit the game or something.
You just have to work.
But
that
yeah,
out
so
yourself.
the games crash a bit. The
I thought that would
controls
have
are
been common
screwed up.
knowledge, actually. Just sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, like access the options menu of your console. Just press the console button.
Yeah, but
you'd
you don't
think
just
that's
press it. You
common
got to
sense.
double tap it. Like you double tap to
It's
open an
hidden.
icon on a desktop. You can't just press the button. Pressing the button apparently just brings up like an options menu.
Yeah, and then isn't there like a quit menu,
No.
quit option from there?
No, you actually have to double tap to quit. Well, this is what his article was going on. He just said it's very unintuitive. It's unstable. The games, you have to go through a shit ton of shitty games to find a decent one. So
Well,
yeah,
let's say this guy had a biased review to begin with when he didn't even want to play it.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he said that he didn't feel the need, he didn't feel the want, and that's another thing he didn't like about it. Like usually when you get a new console, any new thing, you like get it and you want to play it, but he got this and he was like, I could play it, but I've got The Last of Us right now, so I'm gonna play The Last of Us. So that's what he played, and then. Yeah, so there's always just been another game that's expensive and big and awesome that he wants to play,
exciting.
and there's nothing on the Ouya that's exciting. There's all these cool little gimmicky games, but nothing that makes you gets your attention. He did say once he got on it, he did get stuck. Like he did buy a game for $2, and then he was playing it for like an hour and a half, and he's like, shit, I've got to get off this. So it is like that. You do start playing the game, you just get stuck playing it. But it's not a game that when you leave it,
Then you want to go back
that
and
you
play
want to go
again.
back and play again. It doesn't hold your attention. It doesn't make you like, oh fuck, oh I gotta go back and do this and I want to do that.
Gotta go check my auction house.
Yeah, it's so that's his
Leaving your
criticism.
auction
But
house.
after that, I did read all the comments on this particular article, and pretty much everyone in the comments was saying they didn't buy the Ouya for the Android. They bought it simply for the emulators.
Has there been any? Have there been any good Ouya reviews?
Probably.
What?
I haven't heard from Badge because he's got one.
He actually has
Probably
one?
can't be bothered opening it.
Yeah, it rocked up. He's just finally turned up, I think. I haven't heard from him about it.
Mm. So yeah, Ouya's.
I don't want one.
I don't want one.
Never, it's not the type of thing I want.
I'd want one just to like develop for, if that makes sense.
But the thing is that
I wouldn't
everything that
want
you
one
make
to
for the
play
Ouya, you can make for an Android device.
Yeah, true, but then you get that controller though.
Yeah, but you can get controllers for Android devices.
A controller with a touchpad.
Does it have a touchpad?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. There you go, it has a touchpad. Awesome. Yeah, so Ouya, interesting.
You're cracking on games, you.
It's a very
No.
niche market, I think.
What about now?
Yeah, but he's gonna get
That's good.
water.
Oh, you don't go get water. You got to tell us your next. He's gone.
He's gone. All right, who's doing movies this week? Candace, you're up.
Oh dear. Oh, I watched Monsters University and I liked it.
So did I.
Same.
I watched it with you.
So
We
did
watched it
I.
all together.
I watched it with me too.
I also watched it with
His
Ice
game
Guy.
starting without him. Yeah, Monsters University was awesome. Hey.
Yeah,
it's
and
like the
we.
little backstory.
I know that
spoil
me,
anything, I haven't
myself,
seen
and
it yet.
I know that myself and Jimmy went into it not really looking forward to it.
Yeah. I was like,
What would you say? What would you call
About
it?
what?
It was like our
Because I haven't
thoughts on
seen
it
it yet.
before we went into it. It was like negative almost.
we
went
well,
into it-
yeah, I didn't. I was expecting it to ruin Monsters Inc.
Or yeah, just like
You know, it was
had-
going to be a bad sequel type
yeah.
thing.
And it actually did seem like it
Prequel.
at like one point in the movie. We're like,
Oh yeah,
that's very predictable and shit. And then it just like flips it on its head, and you're like,
we won't spoil it.
awesome.
But yeah,
So
It
Spoil
was
Pic-
it.
entertaining.
Pixar just
it
pulled
was.
a Pixar
It
on
seemed
us.
like it was going to be really cliche, and then it wasn't. Yeah, so Pixar, yeah,
Yet
they're
again,
awesome. Trust Pixar.
yet again have proven their epicness.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it, was
When
a,
is,
it was a really funny movie.
Does anyone know when Finding Dory is coming out?
That's another one that I've got this feeling about.
I don't think
they're
Finding
gonna
Dory
really
could
funny.
possibly be bad. Like,
I
I'm
don't
not
see
feeling
how
that
you could-
Finding Dory could. I couldn't see how your Monsters University would work, and it did. Cars 2,
But
how would
I
that
don't
work,
think
and
that
it
they're
did.
gonna ruin Finding Nemo because I know that movie off by heart. It's like
I don't
yeah.
think they could possibly ruin it, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like, out of all the ones they could make a second one off, that's the one to make it off.
yeah, Dory because she was the best character.
And not just Dory, but Dory and the ocean. You've just got the entire ocean to work with. She could get taken on a
She could
boat
just forget
over to the
everything.
US, or
Hope
she'd
they
be
hope they
taken to
keep
the
it
Arctic.
fairly Aussie though, because
Yeah.
that was the thing about it when. It was
Even
an
though it
Aussie
had
movie.
like hardly any Aussie accents apart from
That
the
seagull.
shark,
Seagull.
the sharks
Not
and
the
the
seagull, the
seagull.
Pelican.
Pelican
Yeah, the pelican and the sharks.
and the whale.
G'day, mate. Oh,
Piers
Bruce.
Brucey.
fish
It's
are
a couple
friends,
of
not
morsels like
food.
you doing out here.
But yeah, Despicable Me is also really good. Despicable Me 2, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it was good.
I didn't like
want to see
Despicable
it.
Me 1.
Oh, then you won't like it. How did you not
Oh.
like the first one? The first one was awesome.
I don't know, I just didn't. What type of was that Pixar? It's
No,
not, was it?
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Pixar makes a
Yeah,
habit of
it
not
just-
really using high-profile voice actors or actors as their voice actors. Like they're generally just they have their own in-house team, so they'll always use that guy who is the voice of the pig and the abominable snowman, and
Yeah.
there's
yeah,
that
right.
one guy that's in every Pixar movie pretty much. So they have their own little select group that they bring back. But usually their voice actors are pretty like
Good.
unknown or just random.
No, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't see what all the fuss was about for Despicable Me.
It's a funny
It
movie.
was okay, but it wasn't great. I like
fe-
things like. Yeah.
I think
Wally
it's
was Pixar, wasn't it?
Despicable Me. Yeah, Wally was. Despicable Me was made by. I think it's made by the people who did Ice Age, maybe.
Yeah, I loved Ice Age. I like all the Ice Ages.
I like Despicable Me more than any of the Ice Age. Actually, the first Ice Age is the best, but I like
Yeah,
Despicable
for
Me more than the other three.
I just love all the little Scrat scenes. He's the coolest character.
Yeah, Scrat's pretty
Little
cool.
yeah.
thing going for his little acorn. Love him.
So yeah, Despicable Me 2 is awesome. If you
Right.
like Despicable Me 1, you'll like it. I found it funnier than Monsters University, but I found Monsters University just had one of those Pixar emotional stories
Mm.
that just
I
somehow
I had
catches
some
you.
bits that I had laugh out. It's not often I go to comedies and actually laugh out loud. And Monsters University actually did that for me, which is funny.
Yeah, it did. Everyone
a
laughed at
comedy.
a couple of things.
Yeah, like sometimes there's things that are funny and I'm like, huh. And that's about all it gets out of me. But there are like bits where I was
I don't think there's a single
Well,
Pixar that
laughing.
isn't a comedy.
yeah. But
Maybe actually
I
Finding
don't know,
Nemo.
I'm impressed.
I don't think Finding Nemo's really got any.
Finding Nemo was a comedy.
I don't know.
Dory, everything Dory says is funny. It's like, it runs in my family. At least, I think it does. Where are they? Go on, that's a funny bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I just feel like that has like a much more darker story than.
Oh no, but
Any of the
everything with
others.
Dory, when she's speaking whale, does that sound a bit orca to you? Etc.
I love it when what's the other guy? Big Fish. He's like he speaks whale back. He's like thank you, and she's like wow.
I wish I could speak whale.
Yeah. I wish I could speak whale.
Marlon, you mean? Like the main
Yeah.
character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marlon.
Big fish.
That's
He's
his
actually
name.
quite small.
Hey, is there a type
Well,
of fish
yeah,
known?
it's a comedy for sure, dude.
Is there a type of fish known as Nemo?
No, Nemo in
Catfish.
Latin means.
Name?
What was it again? No one?
Yeah,
Maybe?
it's got some weird Latin thing. No,
Yeah,
because
it's
like Dory is a type of fish, Marlin's a type of
and so is
fish.
Marlon.
They've all kind of
Bruce.
Bruce is Aussie.
Bruce is an Aussie,
Bruce
yeah.
and Nigel.
Nigel.
Oh, Nigel, mate.
Nigel, that's the name
Nigel the pelican.
of it.
Yeah.
There's also
My favourite moment about Nigel was like, you know how that pelican picks up the two fish and then he starts choking on him?
yeah.
He's like, someone better go help him out. Everyone's like, oh yeah, someone should. And then he's like,
Well,
well, don't all
fly
get
up
up at once.
Fuck, that sounds like my mum.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I want to watch Finding Nemo.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know if I got it. I have to have it somewhere.
Any other movies?
I saw this thing today. It was one of those charts, like, you know, would you rather do this or this? And then, like, it goes down to the next question and, like, kind of spreads it out. And it was all on upcoming movies for, I don't know if it was for just the summer, as in, like, the American summer, or if it's actually for this year. But it was, like,
Yeah.
psycho good. It was, like,
I just told you every movie you want to see.
no, like, the top, because it was split into two halves, roughly, like, the movies were separated into two sections. And the entire top half was just about, like, post-apocalyptic worlds. Like,
Yeah.
there was World War Z, there was Elysium, there was Pacific Rim, there was that one with Will Smith and his son, there was the one with the Man of Steel.
That's apparently really bad, that Will Smith one.
Yeah, everyone said it's really bad.
It's done by that same director. What's his name? Moon. He's got such a crazy name.
That M. Night Shyamalan dude,
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan.
the guy who did the
Yeah.
Avatar movie.
Who does
M.
and
Night
apparently just, like,
Shyamalan.
He's
like,
he's
ruins
apparently either really really good or really shit.
No,
like he
they've
has.
said like he also did The Happening.
I haven't seen that.
Have you seen The Happening? Oh, that's like that's,
I haven't seen that. Have you seen The Happening?
I didn't. I was lagging. Okay, my brain is slow.
Why are you hacking a blood stain?
A blood
What?
vein. That was the sentry gun.
Oh, was it? But
Alright.
it was like on a pillar.
I'll read out the movies. There is superhero movies. There is Man of Steel, Wolverine,
I want to see
Iron
Man
Man
of Steel.
3, Kick-Ass 2. Alright.
Mhm.
End of the World. So here's how do you want the end of the world? There's World's End, funnily enough. There's The End, or It's a Disaster.
Well, that looked pretty. No, didn't it look terrible?
Then there's Dystopian Future, which is After Earth, Oblivion with Tom Cruise, or Elysium. Then there's also World War Z, Pacific Rim. So all of these are like end of the world kind of thing slash
Mhm.
dystopian future. Alright. Then there's Fast and Furious 6 and Pain and Gain, which both have The Rock in them. So that's like, do you like The Rock? Yes. Here you go.
Oh,
Um,
God. No.
Then there's... Oh, this is a good one.
Pacific Rim's coming out soon, isn't it?
Do you want a movie... Do you want a baby movie for babies? And it's like, no, I just want to see an intelligent, original story that doesn't rely on cheap tricks. And it just goes, go watch a TV show. Anyway, then the two kids movies for not kids is Monsters University and Despicable Me. So that's cool.
Mhm.
And then the two comedies about cops is The Heat and White House Down. And then not about cops is Have you seen Star Trek yet? No? Well, go watch it. If you've seen it, the only movie left to watch is The Lone Ranger.
That's got Johnny Depp in it. That
Yeah,
could be
Johnny,
alright.
that's the one that keeps him showing up on Google and YouTube,
On
and
YouTube.
he's
just
like the
pull it up
Indian,
online.
which looks sick.
Yeah. I have no idea what it's about.
So
but-
yeah, that's our movie section. I just like spilled every good movie this year, and then
Cool.
some.
Yeah, so Pacific Rim's going up really soon, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie, but you have to go into it thinking it's going to be shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
That's the one with the
giant
isn't it?
robots. Yeah, I'm going into that the same way I went in to watch Battleships. Just like, this is going to be an awesome movie about blowing stuff up. With probably a bad storyline,
Chips.
probably bad
I can't-
actors.
I can't think about things like if it's got a bad story, it's a terrible movie. I can't think this is going to have a bad story, but it's going to be cool for explosions. Like even if it has explosions, I'm like, this is a terrible movie.
That's
hated
how I went into
Battleships.
World War Z.
Don't you like
Turned out
fireworks?
alright.
Don't know like what?
Fireworks. They have a stupid story, but they're pretty cool to watch.
That's completely different. No, I'd go into World War Z thinking it's going to be good because it has my favorite actor in it. Second
Brad
favorite
Pitt?
actor.
Brad Pitt's
Yeah,
your
Brad Pitt.
second favorite actor?
Oh, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're a woman.
I really like Brad Pitt. But Edward Norton's my favorite.
And they're both
What's
in
he
Fight
do?
Club.
Fight Club, American History X. But no,
The Hulk.
Brad Pitt's in awesome movies. Freaking.
Wasn't
Seven.
Eric Banner the Hulk?
The Eric Bana was the first one, Edward Norton was the second one, and this other
Oh,
guy is the
Avengers
Avengers one.
Hulk.
Edward Norton's an amazing actor.
He's pretty good. Have you seen... What's that?
He changes himself so well.
Oh,
but,
I can't remember. It was a good one. But anyway, carry
You
on.
know, there's Seven and the Departed. I think The Departed was Brad Pitt, and Fight Club. Brad Pitt's got really good movies. Inglourious Basterds was pretty good.
He's got Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I was about to
Actually,
say that.
was even that was alright.
Mm.
It's a tough movie I hate, but even that was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
so
had
that's
a
our
really-
movie section.
I had a really good one in my head, but I lost it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Challenge of the week.
Well, how did we all go for last week's challenge?
Done.
Passed it with flying colours.
Hey, you did it?
Yeah, man.
Did you actually?
Yeah, today.
Nice. Who else did it?
I think I'm the only one.
I think you're the only one.
And I had to do it by myself. And I had to do that 100% death thing. And I lost 18 people.
Oh no.
But I still managed. That's still like completing all the challenges. I still lost 18 people. So.
I really want to play more of that game. It's just everyone kind of disappeared. Like the times where I was free.
Where's Badge?
Yeah, you guys were all playing. You guys were all playing Ticket, and Badge has just completely dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thought we'd replace Badge with Jew, but Jew's like never plays the PS.
lagging.
Because
And Dex still doesn't have it.
Joe's already
So
on it,
I-
always on it. Sorry.
I was going to say we do the same challenge this week since no one did it, but now that we have, Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see if we got people send it in. I don't think they have though. What games does everyone like?
What games
What
does
do you want to
everyone
challenge
have?
in this week?
Minecraft. Let's do a Minecraft challenge.
We could do a Minecraft challenge. Everyone's
could
got
do that.
Minecraft, don't they?
Yep.
Candy, do you have Minecraft?
No.
I've got spare accounts.
Yeah.
Everyone's got
All right.
Minecraft.
I'm not going to be the best at coming up with a challenge for this then, so
Dex.
Weekly challenge for us.
I don't know.
Use your imagination, bro.
um,
Something challenging and fun.
something to do with redstone.
Wait,
will?
we better specify if this is just a Minecraft vanilla or if it's a Tekkit thing.
Vanilla.
Because Tekkit has way more stuff to it. Or the new Minecraft has horses in it. Maybe we should do something about horses.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think anyone's played with them yet.
I could set up like a racing track or something.
But we need something that our viewers can potentially do too. How about we just say like, go catch a horse in Minecraft?
No, build a tower out of.
Build a
Build a
tower
tower
and
that
put
looks like a
on
horse.
it.
Yeah, build a giant
A
horse.
Trojan horse.
There we
Build
go,
a
Trojan horse. Build a Trojan
build
horse.
a
Send us a
Trojan-
screenshot.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. There we go. Challenge of the week. Build a Trojan horse. Hopefully right now you... Jace, did you record your Last of Us thing?
How could I do that?
You don't have... Yeah, see, you forgot to take my Ever Media thing with you, so I'm bringing that down for you as well.
No, I don't think I'm gonna need it, dude.
Why? Because PS4.
Yeah, and it's
No,
just
you
too
can
much
just use
effort
this in
for
the
like
meantime.
3 months.
I'll just bring it down anyway.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we don't have footage of that. We can just... You can use your imagination. I reckon Jason's lying. He didn't do it.
I did it. It took me
What was it like, dude?
It took me 2
was it
games
like?
actually. The first game we got romper stomped. Actually, the first game I tried to do it in, I nearly did it, and like stunned him, and like actually I
Yeah.
threw the grenade, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna stun him, run in, and I got stunned by it myself, and he didn't.
Oh,
Like he was in the center of it, and I was on the edge, and I got stunned. I'm like, and he just walked up to me with one of those nail bats and just took me out.
those
I-
are nuts.
I
That,
made
like,
so
no
many
damage
smoke
to
bombs. I
him.
must have made like 12 or 13 out of 2 games. And
Yeah.
throw it, screw it up, throw it, screw it up. And then there was this one game where I was against a party, so they were all sticking together. So I couldn't do it. I like kill 3 of them or kill 2 of them, and then it's like throw the smoke, and by the time I run in there to kill like one, the whole fucking party rocks back up, and they're just mowing me down. And my teammates didn't know how to revive or something, because I'd like stand right next to them, like bumping into their legs, and they're just like, nah, man, it's all good. We'll just let you die. But yeah, so
frustrating.
I think the first map I did it on was Bill's Town, or whatever that one's called.
Yeah.
And that
I think it-
failed on that one like 3 times. And then I actually finally did it on Library. Is it Library? No, University, or whatever
University. That'd be a good map
it's called.
for
Yeah.
it.
So I actually went pretty well on that map, and then I went pretty bad for like 3 deaths in a row. Because I just like, shit, we're getting to the end of it, I have to get this thing, so I just was running around.
So how does it
and-
work? How did you have to throw the grenade right on them or near them or what?
No, so I put on this perk, which means I spawn with a shiv.
Yeah, I
that
was gonna do
saves
that.
you a lot of time. And then you just run around to the stuff, collect, make sure you got a smoke bomb, and you just throw it like you would a normal bomb or a Molotov, and it just has to blow
Yep.
up on them or roughly around them. I think it's like, I'd say it's about a 10
And then-
meter
then you
radius,
just sprint. How long do you have to knife them?
5 seconds maybe.
No idea.
I don't know.
Alright. And what does it look like to shiv them in the face?
You don't just shiv them in the face. It's exactly the same as shivving the things in the
behind.
single player.
Oh.
Like you run up to him and then you just like kind of grab him around the neck and slide around and just in the face.
Pretty cool.
Um,
But it must feel boss to do it.
yeah,
Thanks for
I actually didn't do it like he wasn't stunned from it.
Huh.
Like I ran up to him, and he was just walking at me with a bat, and he swung at me and missed, and I'm like, fuck! And I just started tapping triangle, and it just like must have had the shiv opportunity because he just like, haha, got him.
Nice.
It's like, oh, I think, fuck. And then I shivved another
Yeah,
one
you
just
did
for good
it,
measure.
yes.
Yeah, I did it. It was good.
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't even attempt it.
after that, I went on a rampage, and then we played on the dam one, whatever that
Right,
one
you
was.
played a lot of games
I
solo, man.
played
Congrats.
3, because I did those 3 to finish that thing off,
Oh, right.
and then I got it, and then there were 18 people died, and I rage quit. I was like, what the fuck is this? Went back into Minecraft and built a warehouse. Then played some COD, played 1.5 games, then rage quit, and went back to Minecraft.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So that's pretty good. At least we got a good story from yours. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Send in some clips of you building a Trojan horse in Minecraft vanilla.
It has to have a room in
Wheels.
it, like a real Trojan horse.
Yeah, it has to be a
Yeah,
Trojan
you have to be able
horse,
to
as
fit
in
people in
the
it.
belly of the beast holds, I'll say 4 people. It has to be able to hold 4 people.
If you
And
can
has
get
to
it
be
to
able
move,
Has to
it'd be
be.
awesome.
Can't get it to move. That's impossible.
That'd be so cool. You
Check
put it on a
it, you can.
minecart.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because
do
of
what you
the
will.
challenge, you build it in anything. You can use any mod you want. Just build a Trojan horse that people can
Yeah.
sit in, and resembles a horse.
Mm.
And
No
is
Does it have
big.
to
Trojan
be
donkeys
like
allowed.
legit? Can you use creative, or do you have to actually mine for the stuff?
Let's make it not creative.
Yeah, creative would be a bit too easy.
Yeah, you just do it in like
Right.
10 minutes. So you have to mine the
Unless you're
materials.
doing a gigantic horse. If you're doing creative, it has to be like an amazing Trojan horse.
Like, or we have to have like 5 blocks just for the eye of the horse.
Yeah.
That's just
Anyway,
a reference for the scale.
Do what you will.
Oh, watch this. Sorry.
Boom,
I
game winning
almost died.
kill.
Almost got brain blocked.
All right,
Brain blocked.
let's
Brain
watch this
blocked.
shit. Victory.
Here he comes. He's reloading. Oh, nice drop shot. Freaking
Oh, that
brain
didn't
block,
out.
man.
That didn't turn out as amazing as I thought it would be.
I was watching it at the same time. Your screen was very red. All right. So we'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in to episode 13. Adios, amigos.
See yous.
Bye.
Gotcha.